In today's video, I'm going to show you how I revitalize my tired platinum pixie by getting rid of the roots and brassiness and turning it into platinum perfection from the comfort of my own home. Let's get into it. Well, hello friends, and welcome back. Let me slip this off real quick and let's talk about the project, because it's going to be a project. I'm going to be doing what I call a bleach and tone, where I'm going to go around and I'm going to touch up all of my roots and then retone the blonde that's already existing there. This is my first time doing this, so I hope that you're picking up what I'm putting down, which is I am not a hair professional. I'm actually probably just like you. I'm supposed to go into the salon every 4 weeks, and the last time I did this with a haircut, it cost me $250. So I'm just at a point in my life where I'm like, you know what? I want to try it. I want to do it myself. That way, when I come into a situation where I've got grow out and it's brassy, I can just sit down, pick a day at home and handle it. So if you're like that too, hopefully this gives you a little bit of courage. Just take a deep breath. Let's dive in and have some fun. Let's start by talking about the products I'm going to use for the bleaching portion of this. I decided to go with the Ion brand. This is their powder lightener, and it comes in two forms, one with ammonia, one without ammonia. If you don't want to write all of this down, there's going to be a link right down in the comments that you can click on, and it will take you to my Amazon store. And in the storefront, you'll see all these different categories. All of this stuff will be under the bleach and tone at home. So that way you don't have to make notes. You can just go there and it will have everything that you need. I am going to be applying this right down to the base of my roots. So I went with Ion's recommendation, which is the Sensitive Scalp 20 Volume Developer. And these in the Amazon store, you'll see a few different options, and they're all the same, they're just different sizes, so pick whatever size works for you. One thing that has made a significant difference in the evenness of my color is when the salon professional uses a processing cap. So I personally think these are a must-have, and I'll show you how I use that. I also think it's imperative anytime you're doing anything hair-based to have a few clips around. The next thing that, of course, you're going to need is a non-metallic mixing bowl, and then also an applicator brush. And you can see everything's still fresh and nice in the package because this is my first time doing it. I'm going to section off the top part of my hair, and that will give me better access to my sides, and that's where I'm going to start applying my bleach first. Then I'm going to work around towards the back and up, and then I'm going to put the last amount up in the front here. That's beneficial for me because this is the area where the bleach is going to be on the longest, and it's the area that's the hardest for me to lift. If you're going to be applying this directly to the scalp, you want to use a 1-to-2 ratio, which means this is 1 ounce to 2 developer, meaning you would need 2 ounces of developer per packet. Let's throw some gloves on real quick. So this is kind of the consistency. Not super runny, but not super solid. You want a little moisture in it because that helps keep the bleach active. What I'm doing is I'm just getting some right on the tips because I want to have control where this is placed. And so I don't want to go hog wild. I want to just come in and dab this right along the root and then pull back a layer, dip again, and dab it there right along the root. Right along my face line and just hit that little area without getting too much on my face. That's as far as I can go with just having one mirror here in this angle. So I'm going to move over to this side and do the same thing over on this side. as far as I can see here with just a single plane mirror. So I'm gonna run into my closet, which has a good 3-way mirror, and I'm gonna paint all up along the back now, and then I'll come back to finish this top section. Okay, I'm back. I went around and got all of the sides and the back, so now I'm going to remove these and I'm gonna start working along the top. You can see already on the side that it's starting to lift and lighten really nicely. So let's get to work going across the top here. Where I have pretty good coverage throughout. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run into my closet where I have that hands-free 3-way mirror, and I'm gonna just be lifting throughout, and any places that I see that I've missed, I'm just gonna be applying. And then once I have that done, what I'm gonna be doing is putting a processing cap over everything. And what this does is it just keeps the bleach moisturized while you're waiting for it to process, so it doesn't dry out and become ineffective. So you get to be a lunch lady for 20 to 50 minutes, however long it takes for you. The bottle says to leave this on for a maximum of 50 minutes. So that's what I've done. So let's take the processing cap off and take a look and see the results. I want to just make note that I feel a slight tingling on my scalp, but hardly anything. I felt way worse when I've been in the salon, so I really hope that's a good sign. So coming in here, I'm just kind of flipping through, and you're seeing I've got a really nice even lift right through there. So what I'm gonna do now is head to the shower and wash all of this out. Now, this is the time that you're usually sitting at the bowl if you're at a hair salon, and you don't get to see this phase. And thank goodness, because every time you lift, you always lift to some sort of warm color. So you can see right now, I have a lot of yellow still in here. And this is where your toner comes into play. You're gonna come in with the toner and deposit color back into the hair shaft to be able to neutralize these yellows and this brassy color. But what you can't cover with toner is a bad lift. And so what I'm really, really happy about is that, one, my hair's still on my head. Honestly, when I was showering there was a hot moment where I was like, please don't fall out in clumps. Please don't fall out in clumps. I don't want to be bald. I don't want to be bald. And I'm happy to report, not only am I not bald, but my hair feels amazing. I don't know if you can see this, but it's soft, it's touchable, it feels really healthy, and it doesn't feel like there was a ton of damage, so I'm happy about that. I'm really happy with the technique and the products that I used. That 20 developer, even though it's not strong, if you just give it time to work its magic, you can get a really even lift. So I'm just gonna move my hands through my hair like this and let you see that throughout the entire head, I've got a really nice even blonde now. Yeah, it's a warm yellow blonde because I haven't toned it. That's what you would expect. I'll even flip behind here and let you see that. So let's jump in and talk about the products I'm gonna use to tone my hair. But before I talk about those, I wanna show you the products I use to wash my hair, wash the bleach out, and to deep condition. After I bleached, I actually put this mask on and let that sit on there for a few minutes, and it just made my hair feel flawless. I loved it. So I wanted to let you know that I used that because it blew me away how good my hair feels. I'm going to go with a toner that's in the same color line as the lift I used, and this color is called Spring Blossom. I'm just going for a nice, light, soft, warm blonde. So let's see what this gets us. I literally have no idea what's going to come out of this box and onto my head. So I am just as excited as you are. I'm gonna do this with this mixing bottle, and it's cool because it has this multi-angled tip that you can move around. And I think when you're doing something by yourself, any angle that makes your life easier is good. When you're toning something, you're actually not looking to lift, you're just looking to deposit it into the hair. And that's why I'm using a 10. And so with my 10 developer that I'm gonna shake up really well, I'm gonna add 2 ounces to my bottle here that's marked. And then I am going to take the toner and squeeze this whole thing into the bottle as well. I'm also gonna try this pre-color treatment. It's a porosity equalizer. And so you basically spray it on all over and it helps take the color in more evenly. And I'm gonna be pretty deliberate with this. Let's get down to business shaking this toner up. So I'm just gonna kind of come through in strips like this. You can't see where you've put this toner. And so it's good to kind of have an idea where you're going and where you've been. Simple as that. And then I'm gonna throw on my processing cap. And this says 25 to 35 minutes. So as you can see, it's just got this nice light kind of spring blossom, which is the name. So it's kind of like this light pinkish purple. For now, I am gonna say goodnight. I'm heading to the shower and I will see you tomorrow morning, which is probably 30 seconds your time. See you soon. All right, I'm back in the daylight and ready to show you some results. I'm super excited how this turned out. So let's go ahead and take you on a tour here, because if you're thinking about doing this video is all about giving you confidence. So I'm gonna let you just get up in here with me. Now, like I mentioned before, my sides are kind of one of the most resistant areas. So the fact that those lifted the way that they did, let me grab my microphone and take it with me here. I'm gonna show you all along the back here, that lifted well too. And then this really truly is the thick area of my hair. And so I was really concerned that I was not gonna get everything in here and I was gonna have splotchy dark roots and orange, just a mess. But as you can see, it's just lifted beautifully. Let me put my microphone back down and let me fix the little mess I've made. That right there is why I love having a pixie cut. The one thing I do want to share with you that totally blew my socks off actually was how empowered I felt by doing this. In the beginning, like I said, I was scared shitless. But by the time I washed that toner out and dried my hair, my heart was singing. Now I have a technique and products that I can use at home. I literally order this stuff on the internet. It arrives at my door. I pick any time, any day that I want to. And now I can make myself look the way that I feel. I can be and express myself the way that I want to. I mean, that is total empowerment. With that being said, I am going to talk a little bit more about products because products matter. Going from processing your hair to processing it again, there's some stuff you really should be doing in between, not only to help rejuvenate your hair so it can handle the stress, but also keep it looking good. If you're not familiar yet with blue, violet, purple, shampoo and conditioner, whatever you want to call it, and you're a blonde, it's time to meet your new best friend. What I find is that the toner in my hair really needs to be retreated every 3 to 4 weeks, but this helps carry me through those times. And so you don't use this every day. You just use this when you're starting to notice some brassiness. So I use that maybe about once a week. The next product I'm gonna recommend is gonna be no surprise if you've watched my other videos. I am a stickler about using a leave-in conditioner, and this one is designed specifically for people that have blonde hair all over. It conditions, but also knocks down the brassiness, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. One thing that's mandatory if you process your hair is that you deep condition it. It helps bring back your vitality, and it also helps your hair be able to withstand the chemical process. So my go-to is this mineral mask from the Paul Mitchell Tea Tree line. I love it because it can't be overused and it's very, very moisturizing. Now, every now and then I will throw in a curveball, which is this. Now, this is a protein-based mask, and what I've heard through the grapevine is that if you overuse a protein-based mask, you can actually cause your hair to be weaker and cause breakage. But I think a protein mask does have a place in the regimen because it really helps repair the hair. And so, like I said, don't overuse this. Once or twice a month will do. Definitely don't be slapping that in your hair every single day. So I hope this video helped give you confidence about how to get here, but also how to stay here. The great news is I'm going to be doing this again. I love the results. And so if you are interested in being part of this journey, just hit the subscribe button, and that way you will see my videos when they first come out. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your continued support, and best of luck to you on your experiment or journey or whatever you want to call it. Have a great day. Mwah.